my channel. I am here today to do a makeup tutorial, and today's makeup tutorial is going to be on Lydia Martin from Teen Wolf. Lydia is like by far one of my all-time favorite female characters on TV. I love her. I love everything about her. I think that she's like perfect. Her makeup is always amazing. So I thought maybe I would recreate a typical Lydia look, which is basically just kind of like matte brown shadows and a bold lip and some natural looking skin. I've also put together a Lydia-esque outfit to show you, and I've also obviously done my hair as best as I could in Lydia style with the braid up top here. My hair is obviously not as long and luscious as hers is, but I did my best. I did my best. Anyways, if you're interested in seeing how I got the Lydia look, then please keep on watching and I hope you enjoy. Hey guys, so I'm starting off with a completely bare face. So bare. Except for the fact that I do already have my moisturizer on, which is something that I always put on after I get out of the shower. Everyone should moisturize. Makes your skin feel such softness. First off, what I'm going to do is I am going to prime the skin. So something about Lydia is I always feel like her skin is very matte and it's not very dewy. So the primer that I'm going to be using is by Dr. Brandt, and this is the Pores No More primer, and it is a mattifying primer. So I'm just going to take like about a pea-size amount right there, and then I'm going to dab it all over my face. Rub it in, but also at the same time it's more of a patting motion. This is a really great primer if you need something that's more mattifying. It definitely dries to kind of like a powdery finish, which is really nice. So for the skin, I am just going to go with something very light. I feel like Lydia doesn't have a ton of face makeup on typically, so I'm going to use a BB cream, and this one is the Derma E BB cream, and this is in their light tint. Once again, just taking about a pea-size amount, and I'm going to just dab this over my face. Of course, you can rub this in with your fingers, but I'm going to use a flat top kabuki, and I am just going to blend that into my skin. And then next after that, I'm going to use a little bit of concealer just for the under eyes. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the brightening shade. And I'm not going to take much. Just like a very slight little triangle right there. And I'm going to take a damp beauty blender knockoff and just blend that in to cover up any of the darker circles. Next, I'm going to prep my eyelids. I just have a super cheap eyelid primer right now, and this is from e.l.f. and this is like their $1 eyelid primer. So I'm just gonna pop a little bit of that onto my eyelids, just to give a nice smooth base for when we put on our eyeshadows. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit so you can kind of see what I'm doing on my eyes a little bit better. Zoomed. Okay, so Lydia usually wears pretty matte, simple eyeshadow, and it's usually always in a brown tone. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little quad from Maybelline. This is from the Maybelline Eye Studios in Irresistibly Ivy, and I'm going to take this light cream color right here, just on a C brush. And I'm going to put that on the inner third of my eyelid. And then from the Too Faced A Few of My Favorite Things palette, I am going to take the shade right here called Chocolate Milk, which is a warm, light brown color. And I'm going to take that also on a C brush, and I'm just going to put that in the outer 2/3 of my eye. The lid and up into the crease just a little bit. Then taking a fluffy blending brush, I'm going to take a little bit more of that chocolate milk color, and I'm going to put it through my crease. So to deepen up the eyes just a little bit more on the very outer third of the eyes, I'm going to take the shade right here, once again from the Few of My Favorite Things palette called Woolen Mittens. It's just a slightly darker brown, but not like a super, super dark brown. Now I'm just going to, like I said, put that on the outer third. And I'm going to take my fluffy blending brush again and just kind of go over the top of all of that eyeshadow just to make sure everything's blended and smooth. Some of the cream color once again from the Maybelline quad, and I'm going to put that through my brow bone. I'm just going to use my finger. Once again, going through everything with my blending brush. Like I said, Lydia's eye looks are not super intense, so it's just important that everything is blended and soft. And now I'm going to take the chocolate milk shade again, and I'm going to put that just underneath my lower lash line. And then on the very outer corner, I'm going to take the darker brown, the Woolen Mittens color, just on the outer very third of my eye. Just going to take another bigger brush here, and I'm just going to blend it out a bit. So that's all I'm going to do for eyeshadow. Very simple. Moving on to eyeliner, I'm going to use this eyeliner here by Julep, and this is their Gel Eye Glider Crayon in Rich Brown. And I'm going to put this in my tight line. And I'm also going to smudge it on my upper lash line as well. I'm going to take this little smudger brush and I'm going to dip it into a dark brown shade, and it's from the Few of My Favorite Things palette. It's called Dark Chocolate. It's just a very, very rich dark brown color. And I'm going to smudge the eyeliner on the top so it's not such a harsh line. I'm also going to go over that with this little detailer brush just to smudge it out even more. Then taking a nude eyeliner, I'm just going to put this in my waterline. So that's all for the eyes besides my mascara, which I always do very, very last. So I need to now do my eyebrows. First thing, I'm just going to brush them through with this little brow brush. Then I'm taking a brown eyebrow pencil here, and this is just from Wet n Wild. I'm just going to lightly go through my eyebrows just to give them a bit more depth and definition. Just very lightly. Then taking my e.l.f. Brow Kit in Ash, I'm taking the lighter powder color, and I'm going to put that just on the inner part of my eyebrows. Okay, so zooming out just a little bit, we're going to do the face. Now, Lydia doesn't wear a ton of bronzer, so all I'm going to do is just contour just a little bit. I'm going to be using the Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and this is just a nice kind of contour type bronzer or overall bronzer. And taking it on my Real Techniques contour brush, I'm just taking it in the very, very hollows of my cheek. As you can see, I already have a shadow where my contours are, like where my cheekbones are, so I don't need very much. And then blending it out. I'm also just going to take a very little bit just up on the forehead, around the hairline. For blush, I'm going to take this blush from Tarte, and this one is called Dollface, and it's just a very light pinky color, and it's just going to give a nice flush to the cheek. So I'm going to put that just on my cheekbones, kind of above where my contour is. Then I'm going to take a fluffy kabuki brush, and I'm just going to go over everything and blend it some more. Next I'm going to do my mascara, and first thing I'm obviously going to do is curl my lashes. I have extremely short, little tiny blonde eyelashes, in case you can't see. I mean, obviously you cannot see them because where are they? Nobody knows. So I'm going to be using two different mascaras because I just always use two different mascaras. First one I'm going to be using is from, who is this by? It's by L'Oreal, and this is their Voluminous Millions Lashes. I put a couple coats of this on. And on top of that, I'm going to take my Lights Camera Splashes by Tarte, and this is one of my favorite mascaras, and I'm going to put that on top of my other mascara. I always need to layer because it's just a thing that I need to do. I'm also going to take this one down on my lower lashes. Do you see the difference between my eyes without mascara and with? It's pretty crazy, I know. Okay, so that is lashes done. Ooh. One more thing to do, which in my opinion is the most important part of a Lydia Martin makeup, and that is the lipstick. Lydia is definitely known for her lipstick. She changes it every single episode. She goes from nudes to bright reds to orangey reds to bright pinks to light pinks, like everything. But when I think of Lydia, I always think of like a red lip, and she always goes more towards kind of a warm red lip. So I'm going to use the Maybelline's Vivids lipstick, and this is in Vibrant Mandarin, and it is just a really bright, vibrant orangey red. Right. So if you really want to get the Lydia look, you can kind of overdraw your lips just a little bit because she doesn't have much of a cupid's bow. She has very rounded lips. So as you can see, I've kind of rounded off. I do have more of a dip than she does, so it might look just a little bit weird on me, but if you're trying to go for the real like Lydia lip, you gotta have them rounded. So that is the Lydia makeup, the Lydia Martin makeup. I love Lydia. I honestly love her so much, and I just think her makeup is always like perfection. So I know that a lot of other people love Lydia too, so I figured why not do a Lydia makeup tutorial in case you're curious. I'm going to give you a closer look of what the makeup looks like. Also, if you're interested in letting your braids down and having just like the full curly, you know, the full curly Lydia hair, then you could just go ahead and do that as well because it's just as much Lydia. That's one thing I really love about Lydia is she's so versatile. Her hair is different in every episode. Anyways, I just kind of want to show you what it looked like as well with the crazy curls and all that good stuff. Moving on to the outfit, as you can see, I picked a bright pink skater style skirt and just a little black tank top underneath and kind of a beigey gray cardigan. I feel like this outfit is very Lydia-esque. I feel like she never wears pants, she's always wearing skirts. And I've paired the outfit with a pair of simple wedges, and they are black strappy wedges, and I think they're really cute. And now I'm a werewolf. I read. Genius? Yes. Psychic? No. I know archaic Latin. I got bored with classical Latin. I don't want a boyfriend. I want a distraction. What the hell is a styles? I'm something! So that is all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.